Hello everybody, today is Wednesday, February 8th. It's 6:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This session for the futures markets, the regular session, just closed about 2 hours ago. I'm just getting around to making today's video as I had a meeting this morning. On my left, you can see the time in sales. It's 6:13 was the last trade here in the E-mini S&P at 2291. And I have a short video for you today. Before I begin, first the required disclaimer. Okay, today's standout was the bonds hit its goal today. We had a tick of slippage at the very end. When the strategy hits its goal, it enters a market order, so there is often a tick of slippage when the goal is actually touched, because our philosophy on that is if you hit your goal, and you enter a market order and you're out. So I have demonstrated in other videos that sometimes we get positive slippage. It depends on how the market's moving, but if the price is touched, it will execute the order. Sometimes it's a fast market and price blows through the target and we end up with positive slippage. That's possible. But anyway, today the bonds hit its goal, a very well-placed long trade, and then short on the reversal and out. So you can see straight up in the equity curve, quite an excellent performance today. Okay, next up is the DAX on the Superenco 14 tick. And we had an equity high of about $1,100, and then we had a loser, but we came back with a winner here, and we ended up at $937.50 on 2 contracts. Okay, next up is the Japanese yen on a Superenco 14 tick, and this is using our line break logic. You can see the line break signals here, and we had a long trade, and then we had a loser here. And then another winner did 731 for the day. That's pretty good. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on the Superenco 12 tick. This chart doesn't have a trade every day, but I think the last 4 times we've shown it, it's had winning trades and a modest performance of 375. Still in the E-mini S&P on 2 contracts, that's about 30 ticks or so. So that is somewhat respectable performance. That's all for today's video. We had a number of systems that got stopped out, with some small losses. For example, the gold, for example, we ended up with a 200 loss for the day, but we had an equity high of almost $700, and then it got chopped up by this action here. We had a small losing day in the NASDAQ, only $70. And we can see our equity curve here. So we had an equity high of nearly $500, and then we had some choppy action midday here. There was a few other charts similar to this performance. Anyway, that's all for today's video. If you'd like to find out more, please send us an email to systems@bluewave trading and visit our website at bluewavetrading.com. Thanks for watching today.